How are we doing today, guys?
Outstanding.
Not bad, Bruce. How are you?
Good. You guys are in St. Thomas, Ontario, out by London, right? Is that where our studio is?
Yeah.
We're up here. It's kind of cold and snowy today, unlike your nice weather that you're having down there.
We've got a bit of a challenge. We're recording from the Caribbean. I'm in the island of Barbados right now. We come every year, and this is my second interview I've done on the island since I got here. So we're working it out here the best we can. So I met you guys a couple months ago. We were doing a workshop. You guys have just started a new podcast called Nate and Greg's World. Tell us, before we get into the podcast, tell us what we do. Maybe Nate, we'll start with you. What's your background? What do you do? How do you do it? What's your job if you have one?
So yeah, my day job, basically, I'm a registered counselor. So I work in addictions and mental health. Right now, I'm working with a few different things. I do my own counseling, and I also work with newly landed immigrants.
Okay.
Mostly helping them with their own health issues when they come to Canada.
Right.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So,
how about you, Greg? What are you doing?
Well, I was in the military for about 13 years and left the military, went to work for a defense contractor for another 8 years. Yep. Realized I was sick and tired of the travel. As much as it was fun to travel all over the world, it was great, but I just had enough. I wanted to be home with the family. And now I'm actually going to school to get my diploma in public relations.
I think you'll finish your public relations course before you finish the school course, because that's what you're doing on a podcast.
Yeah.
So you guys started a podcast called Nate and Greg's World. I've listened to some episodes. It's actually an extremely good podcast. I got to give you kudos. But you talk about everything from diversity to Don Cherry to anybody else that happens to come on. From your own take, what got you in? What made you start a podcast? What was the first reason for starting a podcast?
So I actually approached Greg. So we've had many late night conversations that seem to go on and on forever.
Yeah.
And we thought, what the heck? Let's record this and see if other people want to listen to us drone on and on about absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
But really, the podcast, I think, is as you say, about diversity. I think we're just trying to start a discussion about things that are going on in the world. People seem to be taking a very left or a very right stance on things, and forgetting about the gray area and where we can all come together and just talk as individuals and take our place together, working together.
Did you find those conversations coming up in your background work, Nate, with counseling and stuff? Is that something that you find? I mean, you're dealing with immigrants and new immigrants all the time. Is that something they struggle with and that you found was a good place for you to start get into?
I think so. Definitely, what I've done in my job definitely helps me have a broader understanding of beliefs and understandings out in the world. And it's quite amazing because I find a big difference between what I understood from different cultures prior to doing this job. What we see on our news here in North America, how different cultures are portrayed, how different countries are portrayed. And then when you actually meet some of these people and get to know them really well, the first thing I think you really realize is, at the end of the day, we're all humans.
Yep.
We all have the same stresses in life. We all have the same issues. We all get, happy and laugh about the same things. And we're really very much individuals, but we're also very much just one group of people known as the human race.